What's up, everybody? This is sort of my first State of the Union on this channel. It's not going to be super exciting. We're just going to sit here and have a conversation. I think everyone knew that the 30th anniversary was going to bring a lot of hype back into the Pokemon hobby, community, collecting space, the TCG game, the video games. I mean, they just released re-released Fire Red and Leaf Green. They announced Wind and Waves. There's rumors circulating of Heart Gold and Soul Silver being ported onto the Switch 2, which would be awesome. But one of the biggest things right now is there is a massive, and when I say craze to the fullest extent for low pop vintage PSA 10s. These cards are unbelievably sought after right now. Even something like this, the Aerodactyl from Neo 3, Japanese, there's lowest listed is like $1,700 on eBay. Something like this is a first edition Charizard, PSA 10 from Japanese Expedition. Unlimited is more rare in Japan. So your first editions in Japan, think English Unlimited. Unlims or UED, think first edition in English. I don't know why it is that way, but it just is. So these are still highly sought after, but something like this is an unlimited 2007 World Champions pack, Salamence EX. It was a way to bring EX Power Keepers over to the Japanese market, and it was done by releasing these packs online only. I think there was like 20 cards per pack, and you could pull something like that out of it. There was a first edition run, and there was an Unlim run. The Unlim, it is unbelievably rare. If you go onto YouTube and type in World Champion 2007 pack opening, you get like 2 videos from like 11, 12 years ago. Even things like CGC are selling at a much higher rate than they used to over, like, let's say summer of 2025, and here we are moving into spring of, excuse my work phone, spring of 2026, where, you know, CGC still, for whatever reason, is kind of looked down upon in the collecting space, but every grading company has their faults, right? But something like these are still highly sought after and fetching a premium, whereas your modern chase cards, while still fetching a premium and being 100x the pop of something like these, people are losing, I'm not going to say losing interest, but kind of shifting their focus into more vintage cards. And the 30th anniversary has really just made that happen. People are riding the nostalgia wave. They're more so than that riding the FOMO wave, which is probably a little more dangerous. That's why you see these prices just up through the roof. What do I suggest as someone who has grown their collection from a couple $100s to now into a 5-digit realm, where it's very small, it's very curated. As you can see, I am 30 years old. I love vintage cards. I grew up mainly in the EX era, but I was also collecting during the Expedition era, the e-reader era, and then obviously we were still trading vintage base set stuff and Gym Challenge stuff, Rocket stuff on the playground when I was in school. I don't like to use the word invest because at the end of the day, this is my hobby. I don't want to make this a business. I don't intend to make this a business. I have been to 2 shows, okay? I like to do it just to talk to people. I like to talk to people about things that I enjoy. So that's kind of why I vend, and I also do that to further my collection a little bit. I get to see a lot more people, a lot more cards come to the table, and I can take a look at them, see what I like, see what I don't like. You get the point. So, my suggestion, raw cards, in a binder are always going to just be flat out awesome to look at. And this is also one of those things where I'm going to suggest that you collect what is just visually appealing to you. I think these Wurmples from Ascended Heroes are visually appealing to me. It's the same artist who did Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew is probably my favorite special illustration of the Scarlet Violet era, next to 151 Charizard. I love that card. And then also, I love the Radiant Charizards from Crown Zenith and the Rayquaza, just regular holos from Ascended Heroes. I think it's just really sick. So I have some of those. And then the 151 Gengars, these are actually popping off right now, especially the reverse holos and the Cosmo holos, which are Sam's Club exclusives. And then I have some 151 Cosmo holo promos. They have swirls in them, they're really cool. And then these are the 30th anniversary celebration boxes, that promo. I have a full set of Cosmo Holo energy cards from 151. I think they look sick. I do have the full Bulbasaur line. It's in my wife's binder. And then I am just missing the Blastoise and the Charizard. I've had so many Charizards, raw and graded from 151. However, I sold them when the prices were low, and I deeply regret it. But yeah, I have every single illustration rare from 151, and then a couple of like really cool hits from Ascended Heroes. I pulled this one. Got this at a show, took it in. It's the Team Rocket's Nidoking. That's my favorite card from Destined Rivals. I did pull the Mewtwo from Destined Rivals as well. Actually, got it graded. It came back a 9. I actually just sold this to my brother. And then, yeah, I'm not going to just sit here and flick through my entire, well, I guess I can, but I collect Pokemon from the first 3 gens specifically, and then like something like a Yveltal or a Drotagon from gens 5 and 6, I just think are cool too. And then we have vintage. I love vintage Japanese. If you couldn't tell from the slabs that I collect, that's just my thing. And that's actually everything in my binder right now. Another thing that I think is highly underrated right now, and people were messaging me on my Instagram saying to gatekeep this, but I don't really do that. I like to share. I like to also just yap, as you can tell. But XY full arts, Japanese or English, it doesn't matter. Collect what you like of these because these things are super, super, super low pop, okay? These came out during a time when Pokemon was kind of at like its all-time low in terms of popularity and hype. And these cards are super sick. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to show you very well, but the texture is incredible on these. And again, super low pop, all super undervalued in my opinion. I think these have a chance to pop off within the next year or so. Guys, if you collect what you like, you are going to want to hold that card longer. And if you hold a card longer, generally speaking, I mean, everything has its ups and downs, but it will go up and it will become a quote-unquote investment piece that you can sell down the line. I just wanted to come on here and kind of do this sort of like State of the Union to let you guys know that if you are holding on to vintage, especially e-reader cards and PSA 10s, Japanese or English, and you're kind of whatever about them, you gotta sell them right now. But also, I just need to reiterate, you guys saw my binder, just collect what you like. The prices are insane right now, the hype is insane right now. Do what you can, don't overspend, don't fall into the FOMO. If you're serious about Pokemon, if you really truly love it, I've been playing the games consistently since 2002, since Sapphire came out. I got it like very close to release. You just hang on, things will settle, hype will, it's gonna sound crazy, hype will die down to the point where things are somewhat affordable again. And I know for my GameStop they're a little overpriced, but you can still find sealed product every time you walk into a GameStop. If you are willing to pay a little bit above MSRP, I get it. I'm coping hard here, but I would rather pay $100 for an ETB to rip 9 packs rather than go on Facebook Marketplace, negotiate with somebody, you know, at their $130 for an ETB. I could just walk into GameStop any day of the week, buy an ETB. It's limited to 1 per person, per pro membership, and just rip. Slow down, You don't have to buy into everything when we are at like this super high, I can't even call it a roof. We're above the roof. We're in the clouds right now. I mean, it's ridiculous. Take your time. I would say if you have some vintage grails, I would list them. Okay? Those cards are going to come back down at some point, okay? It's just the nature of the beast. But that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Whatever you're watching this, if it's day, night, evening, morning, I don't know. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. Be safe. Take care. See you next time.